Hello, Marcelo.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good too.
Nice. I'm just waiting a little moment for everybody to come, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Igor. How
Hello.
are you?
Hello.
Hi there, Igor. Hello, Herbert.
Hello.
How are you? Everything good?
Yeah, everything good.
Okay, I'm just waiting a moment, all right? Then we go.
Okay.
Hello, Gabriel. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks. Hello, Laura.
Hi, good evening, guys.
Good evening. Hello, Dorin.
Hello.
How are you? Everything good? Hello, David. Good evening.
Hello, hello.
So nice to have you guys here. It's getting crowded in here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. Right? I mean, let me just see here. Mhm. I'm just going to wait 1 more minute to wait, and then we go. Just for people
Okay.
to have the time to arrive, and for me to drink my water. Okie dokie. I think I'm going to start, and then we move. All right. So, guys, welcome to our first day of Business Freaks, right? Our business English workshop. Very welcome to this to tonight, to this day, right? I'm very happy that you're here tonight with us, and I would like also to thank Gabby that is here taking care of the YouTube transmission, right? I would like to thank the guys that are watching on YouTube and also the guys that will afterwards look at this on YouTube and on Spotify after the podcast is ready. So thank you all for seeing here, for supporting us. It's very, very important, right? Hello, guys. Hello, Apollo. Hello, Anna, right? Hello, Leandro. All right. And just to present me a little to those that don't know me, my name is Alanis. I am 25 years old. I am a specialist teacher here at Speak Now. I have been giving English classes for, oh, it's going to be 7 years now, right? And I have a master's on English literature, and I'm also now earning my PhD on English literature too. And I have here today brought to us these business freaks about the cover letter and the resume. That is our curriculum, right? These things are very important because when we want to go to a job, like a foreign job for a foreign company, or when we want to have an exchange program, or when we want to join a university outside, right? It's always very nice to have this type of thing. University, job, everything that is abroad, they are going to ask you your resume and a cover letter because the cover letter is very important too. So here are some tips for us to know how to do these things so you kill it during this. So let's go. First of all, tips for creating the best resume ever. So here we are going to talk a little bit about curriculum, right? How to build my curriculum in English. First of all, what words can I use? You can use curriculum, that's okay. But a lot of times we use CV or resume, like I put here, my resume, right? So let's go. First of all, I would like to talk about the importance, right? Actually, I discussed that, but again, very important. And the purpose of each thing. A resume provides a snapshot of qualifications. So it tells the recruiter what are your skills, what are your qualifications, where you have studied, what you have worked with, and so it goes. A cover letter is more to introduce you to the recruiter. Who are you? What do you like? What is what type of person are you? You know, what are your main qualifications? If you could like make a quick summary about you, what would be? You know, it's that idea. Imagine you're a book and they want a summary of you. That's the idea, right? So let's take a look. Basic structure. When I say basic, it's basic indeed. You can put more things, right? But that's the base. So, contact information. Guys, don't put your address, please. Because when we're starting the resume, we put our address. No, put your city, your state, your country. That's enough. Your number of cell phone, your number of telephone, and your email. Or if you want to put additional link for example, the LinkedIn profile or something, that's all right. Afterwards, an objective or summary to talk about what you are looking for. What do you want in a job? Talk about your education. Do you have graduation? Where? Do you have master's? Do you have a post-graduation? Where? Right? Work experience. I have worked here, 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 here for this much time, this much time, this much time, right? Skills. I am fluent in English. I speak intermediate Japanese. I speak intermediate Italian. So you need to put your skills. Or for example, those of you that are programmers. I am familiarized with Java, with C++, with Python, coding, etc. These are the only ones I know, right, guys? Sorry. But that's the idea. And additional sections, for example, certifications that you can have, right? Volunteer work. Volunteer work is always very cool because it gives you experience, or courses that you have done during your life, professional, right? Or prizes that you have earned in something professional, right, guys? Don't put your prize of the soccer competition, please. A professional prize, right? So it's always very nice. Or academic prize like your monograph or something. It's always very nice. Some tips then. Let's go. First of all, quantify achievements. We need to use numbers and metrics to quantify our achievements. This helps employers understand the impact you've had in previous roles. So you can create a basic structure, like tell how much percent the sales have risen after you joined the company, or how much you have worked, or create an idea of quantifying that. You know, For example, if I talk to people about my English, I will not just put fluent English, because my career is about language. I can't just put fluent English. I'm going to say fluent English, level C2 by the common reference, European common reference. And then I put, I put how much I speak, how much I read, how much I write, how much I listen, right? And I do that to every language as I know. It's the same idea about programming languages, about other skills, right? Prioritize information. Place the most important and relevant information near the top. So you can think, right, guys? The recruiters also are very busy. They're like, oh my God, I need to, they're busy. They're all day seeing resumes. We need to understand that. So put the most important information there in the start. So they, okay. Don't put, for example, if you are applying for a work and you see that they really want experience, don't put your experience down in the last page. People don't want that. Experience top ahead, right? That's what they want. All right. So let's take a look at other. Use action verbs. So this tip is very, very important because it's also about how to use language in your favor, right? That's important too. So we need to use these action verbs. So talk about the responsibilities you've had. Talk about the achievements you've had. So I have done this, I have done that, I have conquered this, I have earned this, put strong action verbs. And I think maybe, no, I have, that's the idea. This one is the most important one. Tailor for each application. This one is very important. This is the most important one. You need to customize your resume for each job application, right? Highlight experiences and skills that align with the specific requirements of the position. So if you're aiming at a specific position, at a specific company, take a look there. What are their values? The values of the company? What are their requirements to work there? What do they think is important to work with them, right? What do they want from a candidate, from a worker, right? What is that? Because then you can see what's happening, okay, if this company here wants more, I don't know, like I told you, this wants more experience with this, and that. Okay, I'm gonna put there. Example with me. I'm applying for as a translator. I'm going to think about what skills a translator needs to have. I need to have knowledge about translation program softwares. I need to know how to translate accordingly to grammar structures. So this is a resume. Now I want to be a proofreader, another type of resume. Now I want to be a teacher, another type. I want to be a professor at the university, another type, So that's the idea. I'm not going, for example, to put my academic achievements for a job in as a marketing position in a company. No need for that. They don't want to know my academic achievements. They want to know if I have the abilities that they need in the company, right? They don't want to know if I have an article published. For them, this doesn't make any difference, right? So that's the idea, okay? Always research about the position, the company. What is that thing, Always research. That's important. Guys, this seems a little bit obvious, but I've seen problems with this a lot of times. Be consistent with formatting. If you start with a font, keep it. If you start a style, some bullet points, keep it. Always keep the format accordingly. Don't stop in the middle, put another font or put, I don't know, font old English size 30 if you started using Times New Roman size 12, you know. So that's important too. Consistent formatting, right? Include relevant keywords. Sometimes people use, oh, thank you guys that are coming. Thank you. Guys, please tell us here in the chat, or you guys that are watching YouTube, please tell us if you are an alpinist or not. Tell us your name, where you're from, right? Tell us, we want to know, right? But thank you guys that are here. All right, coming back. So relevant keywords, why? Because some employers, they use applicant tracking systems. So these systems, they scan these keywords. So it's always nice knowing what keywords it's in that industry-specific keywords. For example, in programming, they want to know this language, this skill. Put those, you know, that's important for these relevant keywords. Always think about what are the most important words in your resume, right? Focus on soft skills, or we can call these skills soft or transferable. So highlight them. I have this, and that. I am because a lot of people can have a graduation on something, but not a lot of people can have, for example, empathy, organization, time management skills, creativity. That's always very important. Sometimes more important than the hard skills, right? So this is very important. And don't just put the skill there. I am a self-starter. I will be a recruiter. Okay. Right. Tell me why this helps us. Why does this make us want to hire you, right? I am a great self-starter. Thus, in this way, I could help to organize this, and that, or to solve problems that arise fast, right? Always things like that. Proofread carefully. Guys, I'm saying that because everybody makes mistakes. We're humans. We're not machines. So everybody, when it's writing or reading, we make mistakes. That's normal. Typos exist. It's normal. But that's why we need to proofread afterwards. We take a look, see if there are grammatical errors, if there are typos. We put on ChatGPT, maybe, right? Is it right? You know, because when there are typos or grammatical errors, unfortunately, people consider not so professional. Like, oh, you know, and that's not it. Sometimes you know that. Actually, 90% of times you know that that's wrong, but you just didn't see the typo, for example. So important, proofread carefully, right? Take a look like that. I'm gonna do that. I'll give them no, right? Professional. I would like, you know, like, or instead of saying, I don't know, small words using more formal words, right? We have those things like formal versus informal. These are always very important, right? And another thing you guys can do is seek feedback from others. So show the others like, here is my cover letter, my resume. What do you think about it? Do you think it gives a strong impression? What do you think could be better, right? Here at Speak Now, you could even ask us teachers, teacher, is my resume good? What do you think about it? Can I improve here? I have had students that came, teacher, take a look at my resume. What do you think? What could we change here to make it more professional or more accurate in the sense of grammatical and formal language? So we go and see, right? That's okay. Okay, until now? A lot of information. Guys, now I wanted us to discuss a little bit some soft skills. Why? Because like I told you, it's very important talking about soft skills. But the problem is that sometimes we don't know the words in English for those soft skills. Sometimes we know the name of the skills in English, but don't know how to say we have these skills. And then say, I have, da, da, da. No, I'm going to show you how we can do that. First of all, communication skills. Communication, right? Some adjectives you can use to talk about yourself. I'm clear, I'm articulate, persuasive, expressive, diplomatic, right? Take a look at this example. I am a clear and articulate communicator, able to convey complex ideas in a straightforward manner. My persuasive communication style has been instrumental in negotiating successful partnerships. Here, you see that I'm not just putting that I am clear and articulate communicator. I'm putting here why this helped me. Because just having the skill is not enough. I need to say why this helps in my professional area, right? Has been instrumental in negotiating partnerships, right? So that, guys, if you are in doubt about some word, please let me know in the chat, right? I can help, okay? Teamwork and collaboration. Ooh, that's important, especially working in a big team, right? Adjectives. I am collaborative, cooperative, supportive, inclusive, adaptable, right? So, example. I am a collaborative team player, known for my supportive approach and ability to adapt to diverse working styles. I foster inclusivity within the team to achieve common goals, right? So that's the idea. It's like saying, man, I'm a good team player. I work well in a team, you know, that's the idea you're saying here, but much fancier, much in a way that is much fancier than that, you know? So I have the ability to adapt to diverse working. So I said that here, instead of saying different, I'm saying diverse. Or instead of saying, for example, I have, or try to say foster. These are some formal words that are nice to put in a type of resume, right? Problem solving. Now, this one is for the programmers out there, right? Problem solving. So, adjectives. Analytical, resourceful, innovative, solution-oriented, strategic. Many adjectives that can help you there. Take a look at the example. I am an analytical thinker with a keen ability to identify challenges and implement strategic solutions. My innovative approach to problem solving has consistently contributed to process improvements. Again, I'm not just saying that I am an analytical thinker. I'm saying why this is good. Because it has contributed to process improvements, right? It has contributed to many types of things in the company that I worked before. So it goes, right? Critical thinking. That's very important. I am a critical thinker. I am discerning. I am analytical. I am logical. I am reflective. Things that are very important. As a critical thinker, I approach challenges with a discerning eye and a logical mindset. My analytical skills enable me to make well-informed decisions in complex situations. And guys, that's very important. When you have a problem, you have a complex situation, it's good to keep your calm, remain okay, like cool it down and, you know, think logically. So that's a very good skill to have and to show people you have, you know. So very important. And take a look, my analytical skills. This one could be a keyword, easily. Analytical skill, you know. Critical thinker could be another keyword. Methodical. Can be a critical thinking, could be. But I personally think methodical has a kind of negative connotation in the sense of I'm not flexible, you know, sounds like that. Methodical looks like the opposite of flexible. So we want to say that we are logical. We know how to do things in a logical way, but not like all the time, like straight in a box, you know? I think methodical makes us think about that. But that could be a personal idea that I have. I don't know if you guys agree, right? But I think methodical gives the sense like, you know? But yes, it could be a critical thinking. Adaptability or flexibility. Here we are. Adaptable, flexible, resilient, open-minded, versatile. All these are very good. Especially adaptable, flexible, I would say to you that these two are very important. Keywords for sure, right? I am an adaptable professional who thrives in dynamic environments. So I love dynamic environments, right? That's the idea, but I'm not putting, I love dynamic environments. Who thrives, right? You need to be fancy, professional. My resilience and open-mindedness have allowed me to successfully navigate changes and contribute positively to various teams. Again, here you see that I'm not saying to a lot of teams, to many teams, various. Various is very professional, right? So here again, here you go. Time management, that's one important too. I am organized, I am efficient, I am punctual, I am systematic, I am detail-oriented. For me, systematic is still a little bit, has a little negativity there, you know. For me, the best is organized, efficient, detail-oriented, right? Detail-oriented is very good. Example. I am an organized individual with a systematic approach to time management. My attention to detail ensures that tasks are completed efficiently, with a high level of precision. So that's the idea. My attention to detail. So why does it help me? Because then the tasks are completed efficiently, high level of precision. That's what we want when our employee says that it's going to work with us, right? So that's the idea. And then leadership. If you want a manager position or a senior position, that's important. I am inspiring, I am decisive, I'm visionary, I'm motivational, I'm influential. Example, I possess inspiring leadership qualities demonstrated through my decisive decision-making and ability to motivate and influence team members. My visionary approach has led to successful project outcomes. This is a very good type of example for us to think about a manager position, for example. Guys, I'm speaking a lot here. I'm talking, but after we will practice, okay? Worry not, it's not just me blah, blah, blahing, right? It's just because this is more expositive. This is more for you to know my tips that I have. It's almost like a lecture rather than a normal class, right? Creativity. I am creative. I am imaginative, innovative, inventive, original, right? This one is for the guys, especially who work with art, with design, right? Digital design, digital art, etc. That's very important. With writing also, with marketing, important. So, sorry, my cat. I am a creative thinker with an imaginative approach to problem solving. My innovative ideas and inventive solutions have contributed to the development of original, impactful projects. So that's the idea. An imaginative approach to problem solving. Wow. This year kills every recruiter. They're going to be, oh my God, I need to hire this person, right? So that's the idea here. Emotional intelligence. I am empathetic. I am self-aware. Innovative. Yeah, they have, Artus. Innovative and inventive, they have the same meaning. They are the two ways of saying this, you know, just in case you want to use the words, but you don't want to repeat yourself. This is a good outcome, right? Are there synonyms? No problem. So I am socially aware, I am patient, I am perceptive, right? So I am known for my empathetic and patient, the manner. What is the manner, teacher? Is behavior, the way you act, right? Reflecting high emotional intelligence. My self-awareness and social perceptiveness contribute to positive interpersonal relationships in both professional and personal settings. Very interesting. Because here you put interpersonal relationships. Here, another keyword for sure, interpersonal relationship, important. Organizational skills. I am organized. I am methodical. There it goes, your idea of organization. Here looks good, Leandro. Here it looks good because you want to say I put everything very well. Detail-oriented, systematic, efficient. Take a look here. I am an organized and detail-oriented professional with a systematic approach to managing tasks and responsibilities. My efficiency in organizational matters ensures the smooth execution of projects. Very professional, right? And that's the idea. You want to go like, I can do my tasks very well. I can know what is priority, what is not, what I need to do, what I don't need to do, what are my deadlines. You need to know that. So there you go. I am organized. I'm detail-oriented, right? I manage my tasks. And I've been here talking about what you need to put, tips, but what types of resume we need to avoid. These are types of resume we don't want to have. The bad speller. The bad speller is the type of resume that has a lot of typos, a lot of problems in writing, like you write everything with the letters exchanged, and this is the bad speller. Oh, this doesn't give a good idea to them, so this could be a problem. The poor graphic designer. Guys, when taking a template, please take a look if it's visually pleasant or not, if it's okay, right? Needs to be professional. Don't put, for example, a picture of Winnie the Pooh on the, right? I know this is obvious, but sometimes we need to, better saying, right? I don't know. It's better to say than not saying it, right? The non-achiever. The non-achiever, for example, you don't put your achievements, you don't put your experiences. It's just like that's it, that's here. You don't put why you should be hired. The font abuser. Guys, fonts that are, please, fonts that we can read, that are readable. Times New Roman, Arial, I don't know, things like that. Don't put, like I said, Old English or, I don't know, crazy fonts, right? No, normal, right? The hobby lover. Don't be the hobby lover, guys. This is the type of person that starts talking about their hobbies in the middle of a resume. Like, I like to watch movies. I like to watch TV series like Grey's Anatomy and Dexter. No, that's not the type of thing you want to share here, right? No. So don't say things like that. The autobiographer. Guys, that's not an autobiography. You don't need to talk about all your life. Like, I have a son. I am like this. I have completed my graduation with this. No. Essential information, right? Filter. The cliche. Remember I talked to you about the keywords. These are important, but don't put a lot of them. Like puts it inside when it's even not in the context, because this creates an idea of cliche, like, oh, again, this guy that is using this, so be careful about the quantity. The formatting tragedy. That's why I told you about keep consistent the formatting, right? The exaggerator. Guys, don't go and say that you are fluent in Japanese if you just know how to say 3 phrases, Please don't do that, because afterwards you're going to need to use that skill, and then, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be bad. So talk about your skills in an honest way. Of course, try making your skills more valuable for the company, but don't exaggerate, please. Don't put, I have 20 years of experience when you have worked for 2 years, right? That's very, I know sometimes we are desperate for the job, but yes, believe me, this will cause more problems than helping, you know? The oversharer. The oversharer is a little bit like the hobby lover. The oversharer is like, hey, I want to talk about my grandmother and how my sister told me that I write very well. No, I don't need to know that. I need to know that you write very well. I don't need to know who said that you write very well, right? Idea. Cool? Everything good? Let's breathe a little. Guys, questions. Feel free. Afterwards, please let me know, okay? If you have it. Okay. Here I have a website. Don't worry, guys. After I will put this material for you. This website is very nice because it has many templates for a resume. So the designs are amazing. And they have one design for each type of profession, for web developer, for human resources, for everything. So it's very nice. So after I'm going to share with you in the group, right? So, and also in YouTube in the description. So please take a look there after, okay? And now let's go to it, the cover letter, right? The terror when we go to write something to a foreign company. Don't worry, guys. The cover letter is, if I stop and say to you that the cover letter is easier than the resume, would you believe me? Because it is. In some sense, it is. It's shorter, it's more objective. You don't need to like put all the experiences you have, you know, so it's very nice. So, like I told you, the purpose is to introduce yourself, complement the resume, show more context, show your personality, who you are, right? Like, talk about you. Who are you, right? And the ideas here that I want you to think is, there are 3 main sections of a cover letter. An introduction, using a way of addressing the person, right? Dear Mrs. Fululu, dear Mr. Fululu, right? Don't go and say, just start. No, dear Fulano Fulano, right? And please, when writing in English for abroad, like another country, please don't use the first name. Use the surname and Mr., Mrs., or Miss, right? That's very important. Because here in Brazil, we have the custom of just saying, hey, Igor, right? You can say, hello, dear Mr. Oliveira, for example, of Igor, right? So that's the idea. Okay, don't say, hey, Igor, what's up? No, dear Mr. Oliveira, right? Then you have a body. That's what I want to talk about, right? Like what I need to tell you that is important. In a conclusion. That's the way I finish, like, that's it. You know, drop the mic, you know, that's the idea. So what we need to have is strong openings. You need to come and make them have interest in your text, right? Like you need to engage them. We call that a hook, like when we are fishing, you know, because then the person like, that's interesting. And then the person gets interested on what you're saying. You need to use that type of hook. Compelling body paragraphs. So use a compelling language. Use a language that is interesting to them. And persuasive conclusion. Tell them why you are the right fit for that. Why are you a great person to be hired in that company? You know, that's what you need. So, some tips for us. 1, address the hiring manager by name. Again, surname, please. Mr., Mrs., Miss. But don't say to whom it may concern. No, that's too general, right? It's kind of like you're not addressing anybody, right? They feel like that. So it's too impersonal that. So try avoiding it. Tailor your language to the job description. Use keywords, phrases that demonstrate that you understand the requirements and are a good fit for the position. Again, guys, research the position, the company, everything, right? What do they want? You give them, right? That's the idea here. You need to use that to make your resume, to make your cover letter. This is important. Highlight achievements. Don't just list responsibilities, right? I have had this. No, emphasize your achievements. Emphasize them. Like, I have done this, I have achieved this, I have been responsible for a big, an enormous rise in our percentage of advancement, etc., right? So that's the idea. And you can use specific examples, right? Of course, guys, don't write a book, just small sentences, right? But I have done this, and this caused this, right? Like your action and the consequence this action brought, right? Show enthusiasm. Don't say like, okay, I need to go read this shit. No, of course not, right? Show enthusiasm. Say that you would like this position. You are there because you think you're fit, right? It's not just because let me just send one other. No, right? We know that sometimes that's the case. We know, but don't show that, right? That's important. Be concise and focused. Guys, there is a balance that we need to have. Don't write too much, like a book, and don't write too less. Like, don't write one small paragraph. No, that's not it. Big size, right? Balanced size, right? Not too big, not too small. Use active voice. I led a team rather than a team was led by me. No, use active, because then you give more confidence, more directness, like you are the focus of that action, not the team, right? Because when I say a team was led by me, the focus is on the team. I pay attention to the team. The me here, And if I say I led a team, and I gives more attention. Okay? Avoid redundancy. That's important. If you have already said that you have worked with Java, don't put it again in the end of the text. No, don't duplicate information, right? And don't duplicate information from your resume. Just expand specific points from your resume, right? And end with a strong conclusion. So you need to say why you are interested in that position, and of course, saying goodbye and saying, shall we discuss this afterwards in a possibility? Please contact me if that would be the case, right? Invite them for further discussion. Say that you're open for contact, for a coffee, I don't know, for anything, right? That's the idea. Here, guys, I brought to you, I think it's a little bit small here, but some types of very good cover letters. Of course, you can see this in detail after, no problem. We're going to give you the slides because we have just a little bit of time. But the idea here is, take a look. Dear Miss Mitchell, take a look, it's your name. I'm excited to apply for the UX designer position at Designscape as advertised on LinkedIn. How did I find on LinkedIn? My background in fashion design has equipped me with a strong sense of color theory, composition, and attention to detail, which I believe are highly transferable skills to the world of UX design. Take a look at how she talks briefly about her types of skills and just say why they're good for this field. Throughout my career in fashion design, I have cultivated a deep appreciation for aesthetics, usability, and the power of visual communication. My experience in creating clothing and accessory designs has taught me how design choices can impact user experiences and brand perception. I'm passionate about applying these principles to the digital realm to create intuitive, user-centered, and visually engaging interfaces. So you see, she knows what she's doing, To prepare for my transition into UX design, I completed a year-long program in interaction, design, and social entrepreneurship at the Austin Center for Design. So you see, guys, she's in a transaction of career. So she's changing from the design, fashion design to UI UX design, right? So here it is. Along with my background in fashion, this has given me a event skill set that can bring a fresh approach to the role. Take a look at the last paragraph. I would love the opportunity to discuss how my background in fashion design and my emerging skills in UI UX design can benefit your team and further the mission of Designscape in an interview. Thank you for considering my application. Sincerely, Kate Sullivan. Amazing. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Dear Miss Liebman, below, please find my resume and attach the clip in response to your advertisement for an editorial intern. It's definitely time for a career change. I'll cut to the chase. What I'm capable of. Chicago AP style, typing, proofing, trafficking, publishing, not narcotics. Would I be trolling the web for a job if that were the case? He even makes a joke, oh God. And then he says all the skills and working on intense deadlines. Only average Excel. Man, why do you say you have average Excel? Don't even mention Excel, right? If that's the case. Or say I have an average Excel, but I'm willing to learn more, right? So what I'm incapable of, HTML. God, don't say what you're incapable of. Incapable, look at that. I'm sick of writing these pedestrian cover letters. You're sick of reading them. I want to gush with some sanctimonious speech about your company. I apply to companies only for whom I'm interested in working. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you. Oh God, this person was in a bad day and wrote this cover letter. Like, take this, no. God, if I looked at this and I was a recruiter, I would be like, man, that guy's crazy. Look at him. Right? So no, don't be that kind of person. Okay. Take a look here. This one is them. I don't reach much of the magazine that you mentioned in your job requirement article, but yes, I do have an analytical